Hello everyone, today we are going to be talking about the walleye. Sander vitreus, or walleye, is a glossy-eyed fish native to most of Canada and the northern states of America. Walleye have a layer of tissue in their eyes called tapetum lucidum, which reflects visible light through the retinas, increasing light intake at the sacrifice of slight vision blur. This gives walleye an advantage when hunting in low light conditions. Before we get too far into the video, I wanted to take a moment to explain the difference between a walleye and a pickerel. In many English-speaking parts of Canada, walleye are referred to as pickerel. Calling them pickerel is more of a Canadian culture thing and is generally just a nickname for them. Pickerel, or chain pickerel, is actually a different type of fish that essentially just looks like a smaller northern pike. For this video, I will refer to the fish as walleye, as that is what I call them. I'm not going to get into the debate of pickerel versus walleye, as what you call them is largely personal preference, but if you want to debate with someone in the comments, be my guest. Walleye have an elongated body and are typically in the color range of green to yellow gold. As said earlier, they have large glass-like eyes. The walleye features 2 dorsal fins and an anal fin. Their average growth ranges between 10 to 24 inches. Once again, the most notable feature of a walleye is its eyes, which is why it has many nicknames like eyeball, marble eye, or glass eye. The walleye is a carnivore. They feed on fish smaller than them, such as perch and minnows, bottom-dwelling invertebrates like crayfish and snails, zooplankton, aquatic insects like mayflies, and worms. Walleye typically feed in low light conditions, and are usually active in the early morning and late evening. They tend to be more active in rainy, windy, and cloudy conditions. This is due to the rain and wind stirring up the water, making it more oxygenated, making the walleye's prey more active. Walleye can be found in many places in North America. In Ontario, walleye are commonly found in the Great Lakes, the Kawartha Lakes, Lake Huron, and Georgian Bay. The Bay of Quinte is known as the walleye capital of Ontario. Walleye are abundant in many lakes in Ontario, so these are just a few examples of bodies of water they would commonly call home. Walleye prefer areas that have lots of structures such as rocky reefs, weed beds, sunken trees, and can usually be found near drop-offs and humps. Walleye have many predators in the wild. These predators include larger fish such as pike, muskie, and lake trout, many types of fish-eating birds like the osprey, and aquatic mammals like otters and mink. Walleye are amongst the most popular of game fish in Ontario and are commonly targeted by anglers. Its meat is lean and has a delicate flake structure, opening it up to many different cooking methods. It absorbs flavors well and has a mild flavor profile, making it a desired meal amongst piscators. Common lure used to target walleye would be a walleye rig. There are many different types of walleye rigs, but a common one would be a worm harness, which usually consists of a couple hooks tied to a swivel, with beads along the line and spinning blades attached. Typically, you would bait your walleye rigs with night crawlers or minnows. Walleye commonly hit lures on the drop, so it's often good practice to have a slow drop when jigging for walleye to increase chances of a hookup if a walleye strikes. Have you ever eaten a walleye? If so, what's your favorite way to prepare them?